Hey everyone, welcome to the next video of the difference between Java and Python. We have seen some differences in the earlier video. This is the continuation of the previous part. So let's start this series with the syntax for Java and Python. In terms of Java, when you declare the class, you mention the access modifier, whether it is public, private, and then you mention the name of the class. And always we have to mention the main method, public static void main with string arguments, and whatever we want to do, like here we are going to print the hello world statement, so we need to mention that in the main function. In terms of Python, we just directly mention the statement print hello world. There's no need of declaration of the class or any declaration of the main method. Python focuses on simplicity and Java focuses on structures and rules. Now let us discuss about the data type declaration. We have already seen the data type declaration in the previous video. This is just a revision. In Java, we must declare the types. Example, here this is correct, like we have to declare whether it is an integer or float or decimal and then assign the value to that particular variable. Here integer x is assigned the value of 10. But if the same x is assigned a string value and there is even no prefix, so there are two issues. First of all, this x is declared as an integer in the first line and then there is no prefix of string in the second. Firstly, it is going to give a compile time error in Java. But in terms of Python, even if you are declaring any variable, like straightforward, we are giving the value of x is equal to 10, it is going to directly assume that this particular value is an integer. Here as well, it is going to assume that this particular value. So there is not going to be any error in this statement. So Python is more flexible and Java is more strict and fewer runtime errors. Let's talk about the conditionals and blocks. In terms of Java, it uses the curly braces. Here you can see there's a curly brace, here you can see the curly brace. Like that curly braces you cannot see in Python. Now this is an example wherein it is printing, like if the age of the person is greater than 18 years, that person is an adult. So the way in Java how the program is written is we have to declare the variable name and the particular value of that variable. Here we are putting a conditional loop wherein we are comparing if the age is greater than 18, and then in curly braces we are mentioning the print statement that this particular person is an adult. In terms of Python, it uses only the indentation, that is white spaces. So age is 18. Here we have not prefixed it with any data type. Directly it is comparing if age is greater than 18 with the colon. Here there is a curly brace in Java. Here there is a colon. We are printing the statement that this person is an adult and there is no curly braces ending bracket here. Let us talk about the loops. The difference in loops between Java and Python. So there are many ways of representing loops in Java. For loop, while loop. In this particular example, we are talking about the for loop. The way it is represented in Java is the value of I is set before the loop starts, and until this condition is satisfied, the loop keeps on running. And the value of I increases each time the loop runs. Finally, the value of I is printed. In Python, The for loop is represented as a straightforward sentence wherein directly it is mentioned as for. There's no mention of integer. For I in range 5, print I. So it works same way as how it does work in Java, but the representation, the declaration of the for loop is in a simple statement. Let us talk about the function versus methods in Java and Python. So in Java methods, when we declare a method, we mention the name of the method along with the data type and what data type variables which we are going to use along with those in front of those data types. Finally, whatever the method is returning, like in this case, we are adding both the numbers and it is going to return the addition of A and B. In Python, we are directly going to mention the name of the function along with the variables which we are going to use in this particular function without the reference data type which is going to be used. The key point to remember here is Python supports both functional and object-oriented programming style, and Java is a pure object-oriented programming that methods must be inside the classes. So there should be a class ideally here. This is just the snippet of the method. For the declaration, the methods should be inside the class in Java. And in Python, we do not have anything specifically like the OOP style. Python supports both functional and OOP style, which is object-oriented programming. So in continuation to the object-oriented programming structure, in Java, let's take an example. There is a class animal and there's a method sound inside that class. And what this sound method does is it prints the animal sound. So the way it is declared in Java is first we'll mention the class inside which we'll mention the method and what that method is going to do. But while calling that method, first we have to have a main class, the main method, public static void main, and inside that we have to create one object of that particular class which we have defined above. Like animal A is equal to new animal. And in this reference variable, we are going to, after we put a dot, we'll see all the methods which are particularly of that particular class. And we are calling this sound method from this object. In Python, the way it is represented is very short and flexible. Directly, we define the class animal, like how here we had defined it above, and then we define the method. Sound is the method name, and in this method, we are going to print the animal sound. There is nothing which we are going to return, so it's just mentioned as self. For creating the object, it's straightforward. A is equal to the animal. Here how in Java we are creating is animal A is equal to new animal, but in Python A is equal to animal. Directly we are creating the object variable, and the way we are calling the method in Python is a dot sound. Same how we had called that in Java. Thanks everyone for watching this part. As of now, I'm ending the part. In future, I might come up with few more parts of difference between Java and Python. Till then, have a great time. Bye bye.